Ete is joining us over the phone. Doc, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Yes,
Doc, are most of these cases moderate, the ones that you have admitted already at the National Kidney Institute?
yes, they are mostly moderate to critical, and a lot of them are on dialysis.
So, Doc, what's the situation at your hospital right now? Are you at the critical level?
Yes, we are at a critical level for the COVID dedicated. We are 100% full, and of course, we have still more than 50 patients waiting in the emergency room.
Given this, Doc, what's your advice to patients with mild infections?
For mild infection, they should stay at home, and they also consult their doctors, but they can stay at home, but still isolate themselves at home.
Doc, how about the health workers that we have there at NKTI? Are there also cases among them?
I have now 91 healthcare workers who are positive, and right now admitted is like 14, and we had 2 casualties already, and we really lack the manpower now because some are quarantined, they are admitted, some have resigned. The usual problem that we had last year.
These are not good news, Doc. Are you still accepting on non-COVID related patients, Doc?
Yes, we have still non-COVID patients, but on emergency basis only. For those who are elective, like elective surgery and all, we discourage them to come to NKTI. But for emergency cases, of course, we cannot, we have to take care of them for emergency urgent cases.
Doc, how about vaccine rollout for healthcare workers? How are we doing?
We have vaccinated more than 80% of our health workers.
Maraming salamat. Thank you. That's Doc Liquete. Thank you
Is
very
that
much
all?
for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Meanwhile, the country is reportedly facing a shortage of investigational drugs used to treat COVID-19 patients. In a statement, the health department said, "We are running low on supplies of antiviral drug remdesivir and anti-inflammatory treatment tocilizumab." The agency added that the remaining supplies being used are donations from the World Health Organization. The said drugs have been allowed for use through a compassionate use permit from the Food and Drug Administration. The health department clarifies that only healthcare workers are allowed to be included in the so-called quick substitution list for COVID-19 vaccination. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeire stressed that they never said that the next priority sector will be included in the quick substitution list. The list includes people who can get inoculated in place of no-show vaccinees. Vergeire said that vaccination sites had been directed to include workers of nearby private hospitals and clinics in the inoculation efforts.
And in these protocols, kasama po dyan yung quick substitution list protocol. And specific dyan sa protocol na yan, sinabi natin na ang quick substitution list, unang-una, objective niyan is for us to prevent wastage of vaccines. So how do we prevent that? Kailangan ahead of time. Nakapagplano na po kayo kung sino yung mga substitute nyo in case on that day of vaccinating, may mga refusals tayo, may na-defer tayo, e nabuksan na po natin ang mga bakuna. Emphasize during these town hall meetings na ang ating kasama sa quick substitution list would also be a part of our priority sector for now, which are the healthcare workers who
The Interior Department welcomes the IATF decision to open churches within the NCR Plus bubble at 10% capacity. Undersecretary Jonathan Malaya says the DILG has ordered the police and barangay leaders to implement the protocol. Malaya reminds Catholics that gatherings outside churches are still prohibited under the guidelines of stricter GCQ. Palace spokesman Harry Roque later on clarified that the physical masses should only be done once a day. More stories after this short break. Stay with us. still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Some senior citizens in Parañaque City are now lining up to receive their COVID-19 shots. Let's check out the situation on the ground with JC Cosico. JC, how many elderlies are expected to get inoculated today, and which vaccine will be used?
Riza, 1,000 elderlies are expected to receive AstraZeneca shots here at the Mary Help of Christian Church. This to avoid vaccine wastage following the government's order to administer all of the British-Swedish jabs on hand. Parañaque Mayor Edwin Olivares reports that around 90 to 95% of the city's healthcare workers have been already vaccinated. On issues of alleged violation of vaccination guidelines, Olivares says he's willing to face sanctions if proven guilty. But he notes that his conscience is clean as they submitted a vaccine substitution list and adhered to the prioritization protocol. Recall that the LGU has been under fire for the inoculation of actor Mark Anthony Fernandez. Olivares reiterates that Fernandez is qualified to receive the jab as he has hypertension, a comorbidity based on health screening. The official also denied allegations that there's a palakasan scheme to be prioritized in the COVID-19's vaccination program. This comes after the Interior Department alleged that a city councilor and a Justice Department employee also skipped the vaccination line. Riza, Mayor Olivares said that he is willing or ready to reply to the show cause order to be issued by the DILG, which he has yet to receive. Back to you.
Thank you for that update. JC Cosico reporting live from Parañaque City. Now here are other vaccine updates from around the world. The largest business organization in Venezuela has proposed to directly buy 6 million COVID-19 vaccines for workers and their families. The Venezuelan Federation Chambers of Commerce said that the jabs would be distributed in around 4 months in 100 private clinics. Israel has completed the vaccination of more than half of its population. The distribution of Pfizer-BioNTech vaccines in Israel started in December. The country's health minister still urges Israelis to follow the health guidelines despite the sustained drop in infections. And Pfizer-BioNTech has started testing their vaccine to children under 12 years of age as they hope to expand vaccination to that age range by early 2022. Pfizer said that the first volunteers in the early stage trial were given their first dose on Wednesday. A special crew has been sent to remove a massive vessel stuck in the Suez Canal and halted approximately $9.6 billion worth of daily marine traffic. So how much longer will this ship paralyze trade? Aaron Clark tells us in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
Well, I think a lot of people think that it may be another day or two before that happens. A special salvage crew has been sent to try to, dislodge it from the bank. But the pictures we've seen so far from the authorities there, show these very, very tiny tugboats trying to push this vessel back into the Suez Canal. And you've also got these digger vehicles on the sides trying to free it or at least, clear away some of the canal where it's lodged. So, I think we're looking at a few more days.
Now for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.